Hey everyone, it's Robert Kinsman from the Krause and Kinsman law firm, here to give you an update on your hernia mesh case. First, we want to say thank you for hiring us, retaining us, and entrusting us to move your case forward. We don't take that lightly. We've been working nonstop around the clock to make sure this case is successful on your behalf. A lot of you have called in and talked with Angie, Bree, myself, Mallory, Jeanette, Roy, Esther, Landon, Chloe, Adam, and many others in our firm and in our medical team in Oregon. We appreciate you keeping us updated on your life and how things are going, and we hope this is a successful 2021. COVID, as we all know, pushed everything back in 2020. The trials got moved. A lot of you were looking forward to those trials. We were looking forward to those trials. Unfortunately, the judges thought it was too risky to bring in potential jurors. We understand that. We weren't happy these trials got moved, but here in 2021, we have trials lined up in the late summer and early fall, and we are really looking forward to those because we think we've developed a good liability story against these manufacturers like Bard and Atrium, and Ethicon, and Johnson & Johnson, Gore, Covidian. We've been working nonstop, even though the trials were pushed back. We've been doing depositions of corporate representatives. We've reviewed millions of pages of documents with other law firms around the country. And we really think we have a good case against these manufacturers. So these first trials are going to be important. They're important because it's going to give the manufacturers an idea of what they're up against. A jury of your peers are going to decide, whether or not these products are essentially bad, whether they were defectively designed, whether or not these companies warned you and warned the surgeons that were implanting them. And so we really think that these trials could definitely push the parties to come to the negotiating table. And that's important because in the end, we really want to resolve these cases on your behalf. We want to get you as much compensation as possible. Thousands of cases have been filed in federal and state court. And remember that although these trials are happening with plaintiffs around the country, we call them bellwether plaintiffs. So they're representative of basically all the other thousands of cases filed. But your case is going to be assessed on its own. It's going to be assessed on, what happened to you, what the damages were, what the mesh did inside your body, when it was implanted, when you had to get it revised or removed. So we have qualified your case, meaning you did have a second surgery after an initial mesh implant. So you had that second surgery in the same spot in your body, whether it was revised or whether they actually removed it. So we think we can obtain some type of compensation on your behalf. So once we do get to the negotiating table, your case is going to be assessed on its own. What happened to you is going to be assessed by both us and the defendants. There's going to be some type of value put on those type of cases, but before that happens, we really got to have these trials because defendants have to understand, what they're up against, what's wrong with their product. Because as we all know, defendants, these manufacturers are going to deny until the very end, until they agree that your cases were some type of amount of compensation. So we're really looking forward to these trials in the late summer, early fall. And I think once we start having and get close to those dates and start having these trials, we'll see movement in the negotiations and settlements and in the resolution process. But in the meantime, we definitely want you to keep us updated on your life, on your whereabouts. Your contact information is important. We need to get a hold of you. So please update us if your address changes, your phone number changes, your email changes, or if you want to give us an emergency contact person to contact. If we can't contact you, that's important too. We want you to keep us updated on your medical treatment. So if you start having issues with your hernia, we definitely want to know that. We want to know if you go see a surgeon. We want to know if you have another surgery. And you can call us and update us. You can talk to Roy, Esther, Angie, Bree, myself, anybody here is willing to help you and to listen to you, to listen to what you're going through. So I definitely want you to keep us updated on that aspect. Also, if there are other law firms reaching out to you, do not talk to them. It is not ethical for another law firm to reach out to somebody who's already has hired a lawyer. So that's really important that you just talk to us or our team in Oregon. If you haven't heard from us in a little while, we have everything to move your case forward, or we've submitted everything on your behalf so far. So right now it's just kind of a waiting game, and I know that isn't fun for anybody. It's not fun for us, but these trials will push everything forward, we think, and we should have had some last year, but this year is very important for your case and all the other cases around the country, because we're inching closer to the end game here, the resolution, the negotiations, and hopefully in the end a settlement on your behalf. So we appreciate everything, all the information that you have given us. We appreciate you hiring us, retaining us, and we appreciate representing you. We don't take that lightly. We've been working nonstop and around the clock here to make sure this is successful. So 2021 trials are coming. Hopefully resolution is around the corner. This is an important year. We're going to show these manufacturers that they put a bad product on the market, and we're going to do this as fast as we can. We are moving as fast as we can because we know that these cases are important to you and your lives. So we're trying to make everything run as smooth as possible. So if you need anything in the meantime, feel free to give us a call at 816-760-2700. We'll also be sending a letter basically explaining this video and explaining the updates to you. So if you ever need anything, let us know, and we look forward to continuing our representation of you, and we certainly look forward to getting these cases resolved on your behalf. We hope you have a great week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and a great rest of the year. We think there's a lot of success in the near future. Thanks. Robert Kinsman again with the Krause and Kinsman Law Firm.